Carcat, begin another memo.
This is as good a time as any to start a new memo. In fact, it's a better time than any because, according to the laws of chat client predestination, I don't really have a choice, do I? Fuck. It doesn't matter. It's still a good time to do it. People, we need to get organized here. Shit is getting serious. We are about to embark on Operation Regisurb, a cunning plan devised by double archagent Jack Noir to exile the Black Queen. We will need all hands on deck for this. Even the idiots. And once again, a reminder. Do not troll me in these memos from any point in time or it's an insta-ban. Also, a note to my future self. If you feel the need to say something smug, do me a favor and shove a throb stock in it. Just sit there patiently and wait for me to become you in due course of time, thus improving your intellect drastically. Or intellects plural? I forgot, there are a lot of you fuckers out there. All of you, just zip your shoots. I mean, seriously, like there's nothing better to do in the future? It's the future, for God's sake. A realm of endless fucking possibilities. Now, before we get started, let's take a toll of the situation at this point in time. My point in time. Who's in so far, who's not, etc.
Hey, sorry for busting in on the memo, but I can't get a hold of you. You're not answering.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Gamzig Weiss is fucking useless. All he told me was to enjoy a beverage.
No, dude, don't drink that shit. If it were up to him, we would all drink Faygo at once in some ritualistic rap clown suicide pact. But instead of committing suicide, the thing that we will all accomplish is becoming instantaneous assholes with awful taste.
I mean, it's not even that bad. It's just soda, but whatever. This isn't the point.
This isn't the venue for airing your future problems, Count C dipshit.
I know. It's just, I got a problem with the fairy. And I'm really kinda sitting here in bad shape about it. Emotionally speaking.
Okay, well, I get that. I hear you, bro. But this is still not the right place for this, so I've gotta ban you. But seriously, just get in touch with me in private about it, okay, man? We'll get shit straightened out. Okay, is everybody good? Just gonna sit here for a minute, local time, and see if anyone else has any shit they want to scrape off their bulge onto my clean nutrition plateau. Nobody? Great, wonderful. I now declare the nonsense portion of this memo to be over. This degree shall be binding and lasting. Back to planning Regisurb. Bear down, everybody. This is fucking important. There is a queen on the loose, and we've got to show a bitch the door. Fucking leavable.
I'm sorry, but do you have any idea how funny this thing is? I mean, this whole thing. I can't stop laughing.
Hey, can future you mind prevent me from hitting the ban button? I'm genuinely curious. Go ahead, try to stop me. I dare you.
I'm not going to try. I'm just here to say this whole thing is ridiculous. We didn't really need you to pretend to be a little angry general to get any of this done. We kicked the queen out of there, no sweat. It was easy. In fact, I did most of the work myself right before I found all the treasure and scaled all the rungs.
Oh, all of them, you say? Fascinating. Hey, forget the ban button. Use your mind powers to help me locate the desperately attempt to give a shit button. Whoops, we both failed. It doesn't exist!
Hey, I'm gone. I just think you should relax. You were wound up so tight through the whole adventure, and now here in the present, you're about to explode. It's insufferable.
Everybody, did you hear that? Super Future Friska has an important life lesson for us all. We don't have to worry about our present responsibilities and obligations because, as it turns out, in the future, all that stuff already happened. We're off the fucking hook! Time to relax. Let's all crawl into our cocoons and get busy stimulating our autoerogenous chain globes. First one to start a wank fire gets a shiny boon dollar. This is an order from your leader. Later, fag. Too bad the acronym wasn't HAG instead. It would have suited you much better. Instead of that nonsense word. Maybe its association with you will colloquially cause it to take on a negative connotation. What do you think? Maybe fag will be the new burn, even though it really means nothing in our language? I don't know, this is stupid, forget it. Okay, I'm rambling here, I'm aware of that. Future me, don't you fucking dare weigh in on this. I know what you're thinking. If I were future me, which I guess I am, I would read this and be all over it. Like, damn it, Carcat, what do you think you're doing? Get to the point. Yeah, pretty much. So I'm saying it to myself already here and now, so I won't have to later. Got that, you trenchant, backbiting pricks? Damn, I'm losing my train of thought. Maybe I'll pick it up again in a fresh memo later. I don't know if that's right, though, because I vaguely remember this one being longer than this.
Hey!
Oh, son of a bitch.
I thought since it looks like you're saying you're out of important memo stuff to say, maybe you could help me here. Since I don't know where you are now, but maybe help me about a thing that has to do with a girl? Like a romance thing you might know about?
You people are imbeciles. All of you. I am not posting these memos to console you on your past and future dating problems. Why are you all such basket cases? I don't even know what to say anymore.
Sorry.
Should I ban you? What's even the point anymore? One of you stooges will be right behind the last one's heels with another sob story. Just hurry up and tell me what your problem is, bro.
Okay, I'm sort of lying on Vriska's floor right now. Like, inner block, lying down, because I can't walk.
Oh, no shit, really? You can't be serious. When did this happen?
Yeah. Anyway, she tried to kiss me. Well, she didn't try, she actually did. And then kind of dropped me. And also, you're wearing costumes? Wow, I am not explaining this well.
This is so fucked up. What have you gotten yourself into?
And how to make it, a lot weirder, there is an angry voice in my head. I don't think it's Rufio this time. Rufio's not that angry. He's also imaginary. Like a fake made-up friend. You know, like the way fairies are.
God, I actually remember reading this bullshit. Or skimming it at least. How could I forget? More loony block theater, and here I am drawing the curtains for you guys like a dope.
Anyway, I think Vriska's upset about it, and she's not talking or anything. What do I do?
Okay, well, I can advise you and stuff, but you do realize this is a public bulletin. We should be having this chat in private. Everyone can read this, even her. I mean, fuck, she was just here talking, you dummy.
I know, I read that, but that's future her, which doesn't seem so bad. Maybe future her can read this, and I guess, no, I'm sorry about it? I didn't mean to hurt her feelings.
Well, fine. If you want to broadcast a trans timeline apology, then fine. But you should realize the future is kind of a wide open thing. I mean, she could read this like 2 minutes in the future as well as 600 hours. At that point, you would essentially be talking to present her, completely defeating the purpose of your spineless message in a bottle apology.
Oh, yeah, I didn't really think of that.
Hi. Carcat, shut up. This does not concern you.
Okay, whatever. My memo, but whatever.
Wow. Hi.
Tavros, it's okay. Really. So you don't feel that way about me, that's fine. I shouldn't have expected any different. I can deal with it. I'm not a wimp like you. I roll with bad breaks all the time. No biggie. In fact, I already have dealt with it. I was over here dealing with it while you were over there on the floor fooling around with your computer after a cute girl tried to kiss you for some reason. As it turned out, fooling around with your computer to go cry on future Carcat's shoulder about this?
Yeah?
You are a strange and funny boy, Tavros.
Oh god, this is completely hilarious. Now I see why everyone's been ripping on my memos.
Carcat, I said shut the fuck up. Anyway, Though totally unnecessary, your apology is accepted.
Okay.
Now, pick yourself up off the floor so we can go wring some fucking treasure out of this miserable magic rock.
Yeah, I'll try.
Actually, never mind. I'll be over there to help you with that too, kind of like I do with everything. Just lie still and try not to start crying or anything, and wait a few minutes for your time frame to catch up with mine.
What?
Exactly! I am smarter than you. You see? You're learning.
Fuck, enough already. They're great. Another happy couple in whatever hideous quadrant this batshit pairing will sustain. Now off you go! Holy hell, this is exhausting. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Okay, maybe I'll take a minute to collect my thoughts and get back on topic here. No, you won't. This one was particularly nauseating in retrospect. I'm shutting this down.
Hey, Run. Get up, Run. Get up on those goddamn jelly legs of yours. Go kiss the girl. I said get your ass up and go kiss the girl, you pipsqueak. You're making me mad, Run. Kiss that girl. I'll rip your horns off and put them through your eyes. I'll pop your little head like a grape. You're a wimp, you know that. Make me sick. Kiss her! Kiss her, you wimp! Get up and kiss the girl!
You are having trouble bringing yourself to get up and kiss the girl.
You kiss that girl this instant! Rockin',
You cannot do it. You cannot kiss the girl.
Thief, you will need to be strong. There is important work you need to do.
And in time, though prone to distraction and obstinacy, she would. But not alone. To bring every circle closed, her partner and rival would have to be guided in tandem. The thief and the seer were to serve as twin lashes of the scourge cracked by a quasi-royal against her own former kingdom to settle a score, to make him pay. Scourge's black inches would rip red miles through Durst, and the bright rivers gushing from its wounds would wash her mutineers down the drains of exile. In time, they would have to answer for their treason. Patience would be necessary, but then she'd recently come into all the time in the universe. Snowman, continue briefing.
Okay, then what?
Find the ring before he does.
Where is it?
Retrieve the ring from the royal vault. And then destroy it.
Centuries ago, and yet right now, the Sylph of Space was able to vacate the impact site with several features of her buried landscape in tow. She sits atop her session's dormant forge. Kanaya, reply to the memo.
Fine then. Since past me just banned current me from the preceding memo and doesn't appear to give a shit about my future wisdom, as usual, looks like I'll just have to start another memo from scratch. Hey, past me, go have a blast killing the king. I'm sure it will be awesome. In fact, it was awesome. Bang up job with that dude. Too bad it was all a huge waste of time. Oh, what's that, past hole? You didn't read this and figure that out ahead of time? Or maybe you just skimmed this and didn't get it through your thick bulge. What a shock! Memo within memo to present self? Put forth a more concerted effort to impress upon everyone in the past, myself included, what a bunch of fucking idiots they all are. I am learning a valuable lesson today. It turns out you can't alter the outcome of decisions made by morons, no matter how much you yell at them. All you can really do is give them a hard time and try to make their lives just a little more miserable, which sounds like a more noble pursuit than changing destiny for the better anyway, frankly. Losers should be forced to face the music, even for the mistakes they haven't made yet. Their punishment is being allowed to make the mistake in the first place. Talk about poetic justice. And then getting soundly berated before, during, and after the mistakes are being made is just the mucus on the grub loaf. The sweet, tangy mucus. This is dumb. Why did I ever think these memos were going to be a good idea? Nobody cares! I mean, nobody's even trolling me anymore. And I'm leaving myself wide open too, saying some pretty dumb things here. I guess maybe I wrote too many, and filled too many of them with long arguments with myself. No one's going to read through all this. All the valuable information is just getting lost in the yelling. You stupid, stupid idiot! Oh, fuck. Why'd you even start another memo then? I guess there are a couple things I want to get off my chest, okay? Oh, God. Now I'm even arguing with current me. I didn't even notice I was doing it. This is really fucked up. Gotta pull it together. Think back to what we might have done wrong. But the thing is, as much as our past selves are a bunch of stubborn, unlistening assholes, I can't even really identify any mistakes we made. It was all pretty much like clockwork. A 600-hour campaign to complete a game like this is pretty good if you ask me. And I have asked me. It turns out, me agrees. I can't shake the feeling someone else must have been responsible for this. It doesn't seem like it was something that was supposed to happen in our session. Solix has the same intuition about it as me. He thinks there's something fifty about it. It's really insufferable the way her fish puns have rubbed off on him. It makes me want to vomit. Anyway, he says he's working on tracing the origin of this disaster. If I find out who's responsible, I don't even want to think about it now. Waste of good, fresh rage. I'm a little tired of all the old things I've been angry about. It's gotten so stale. In a weird way, I'm sort of looking forward to having something new to be pissed off about. It's not like there's anything else to live for now anyway. So I'm keeping my prongs crossed. It'll be like fucking 12th Perigee's Eve up in here. Last sweep's Eve was probably the last happy memory I have, in fact. What did you guys do for the last holiday? Anyone? I remember my Lucis had been gone for days, and I was starting to get worried. But then he finally returned, triumphant. He brought the fresh behemoth leaving into our hive, and together we decorated it. And, I don't know. That's all I can say. I'm getting a lump in my squawk blister. I guess I'm done. I'm going to lie down now. On the steel floor of this frigid meteor drifting through the black uncaring void of our null session. Null. Kinda like this memo, I guess. Later.
I don't think we did anything special.
Whoa, hey, what?
Last 12th, we stayed in and I read stories to her. It was nice.
Oh. That's cool. This is the first time you've responded to a memo that I can recall. You took her right down to the wire. I was just about to close this thing.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but then I noticed a conversation in which I was a participant, which, as it turns out, is the conversation taking place now. I scanned it briefly and then perused other memos for my presence. I found none and returned to this one, but my part of the conversation was gone. I regarded this as a prompt to begin typing and record my contributions live. That is how this works, isn't it?
Pretty much. For a while it was frustrating. When I discovered the feature, I kinda breezed through all my future memos, not really reading all of them carefully or thoroughly. Then I looked at it again, and the whole board was gone, because it was time to make it in the first place. So I did. And then I kept making memos with only foggy recollections of what they contained, while all these other chumps from different times kept giving me shit, including myself. But it was all good because as I eventually became my own future selves and got to be on the other side of those conversations and could do my past selves the service of informing them how stupid they were being, I stopped bothering trying to remember how any of these memos went. Honestly, these last few weeks have been a blur to me. Just non-stop yelling at myself, haggling with past and future knuckleheads, killing monsters and solving puzzles, cycling through all the gates and planets like 100 times, zigzagging down to the battlefield, out to the Vale, over to Prospect, back to Durst, and on and on and on like that. Until I thought we won. But we didn't win. We lost. We lost as hard as fat guys fall.
What exactly happened?
Did you read the memo just before this?
No.
Give it a read. I'm done ranting about all that for now.
Alright. In a moment.
But yeah, that's how Trollian's timeline stuff works. You'll get used to it. Or not, since apparently this is your only memo reply. You were pretty shrewd in sidestepping this whole clusterfuck.
It seems like a logical way to engineer a system wherein one simultaneously functions as the reader and author of the transcripts. It's temporally sound construction.
Then you're the only one who thinks so. Hell, you probably would have been a better maid of time than the one we're stuck with. She's completely shit-hive maggots. Don't even get me started.
I think we are given roles to challenge us that don't necessarily suit our strengths. At least, I was. I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Sure you do. Or you will. Trust me, you'll do fine. So what prompted you to respond anyway? I mean, aside from being strong-armed by conversational predestination.
Oh. At this point, I'm not even sure if I'm inclined to ask anymore.
You might not have a choice. Do you remember if this memo is much longer than this?
There is a good way to go, I think, yeah.
Then might as well spit it out.
It's such a silly question.
Red or black?
What?
Your problem. Does it pertain to red ROM or black ROM interests?
That's not what this is about.
Come on. People have been using these memos to sift through their romantic problems for weeks. I'm a fucking veteran at this shit by now. Seriously, I don't mind. It'll be a welcome reprieve from shouting at myself.
I'm not sure what to say about it.
Didn't you at least get a sense of what this conversation was about when you skimmed it?
Not really. If I were thinking about it, I probably wouldn't have wanted to anyway. Don't you think it's better to have unrehearsed conversations, even if the subject matter is awkward?
Yes, I completely agree. It's good you didn't read it. We can avoid the sort of verbal slapstick routines I'm sick to fucking death of by now. I am so tired of people being all coy and telling me what we're about to say before we say it, and then we wind up fucking saying it anyway. And then we prove to the invisible Riddler that is Father Time beyond a shadow of a doubt. What a bunch of fucking idiots we all are. Do you have any idea how old that gets after a while? So really, tell me. I know it's on your mind. I got a sense for these things. R or B?
Okay, red then. But I guess not really red enough.
Well, isn't that always the case? Story as old as time. Even in places where, strictly speaking, time didn't exist until recently. Who's the target of these flush leanings? If you don't mind my asking.
It's not the asking I mind, it's the telling. In a public forum.
I don't think anyone's reading. Did you notice anyone else join in later?
No, it appeared to be just the two of us.
See? Nobody cares enough to bother.
I don't know whether that's reassuring or just a bit disheartening.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. Their disinterest is more of a reflection on me than you.
Disinterest is the operative concept here. She's not even responding to my messages anymore. Could be busy, but I'm rapidly approaching a resolution to discard the preposterous infatuation.
She? Well, I guess that narrows it down somewhat.
Shit.
If I think back on events, knowing this, I could probably piece it together.
How about if I agree to consult with you about it in private? We can drop it here before you crack me like a vault with your weird romance-sleuthing acumen.
Alright, deal.
It still puzzles me that you are so versed in the topic. Do you have access to a manual archived on a remote server somewhere?
What? No, of course not. I don't actually know all that much. I just know this stuff will drive you shit-hive maggots if you don't figure out how to deal with it.
That figure of speech you keep using puzzles me too.
Like, not that I expect you to give a shit, but personally, I am all twisted up about Black Grom stuff especially. Honestly, I don't think I was cut out to have a Christmases. I think my standards are way too high. Did you know that? This feels so insane to admit, but over the course of this adventure, at times I actually began to suspect I was my own Christmases? How fucked up is that?
I'm not qualified to say. Neither romance nor psychology are my strong suits.
But obviously it's not true. I never even did any legit time traveling where I could meet myself. I just bickered with past and future ghosts on a chat client. Fitting, really. Every Caligulous adversary I've contemplated has eluded me like a phantom. Even myself. Whatever, I'm done with it.
And what of Scarlet ambitions? Fare any better in that quadrant?
No. I'm not airing that shit out here. Maybe privately. It's private. Let's change the subject. What were you originally going to ask me?
Oh, fine. Here's this silly question for you. I was just wondering, given your vantage of hindsight, if you'd had cause to observe at any point in time magic. Like, real magic. I guess what I'm asking is magic a real thing?
Wow, you're right. That kind of is the dumbest fucking question I've ever heard.
I know. It's just that I have a good reason to believe magic is real. Our ancient predecessors discovered how to use it. But then, they may have surpassed us in skill by a great deal.
You put way too much stock in that ratty old guide. But anyway, no. We never used magic. I mean, let me try to put into perspective how ridiculous the whole notion is anyway. We can alchemize practically anything with the right materials and grist. We can, and did, make super powerful weapons and items that can do practically anything. What additional advantage could magic offer? All this shit is practically magic anyway. But more like goofy sciencey magic, you know?
Sure.
But everything here is kind of magic in a way, isn't it? Fortune-telling dream clouds and golden moons and shit. If you look around, there's magic everywhere in this bitch. It's all around us. Motherfucking miracles, right? What do you need magic for anyway?
I'm running out of ideas. I need to figure out a way to stoke this volcano, in case you and the others are successful in recovering the Queen's ring.
You'll figure it out. And you won't need magic. Trust me. Just be patient. The answer will come to you somehow.
I guess you would know.
Yeah, really, there's nothing to worry about. At least as far as the details of the adventure go. We were all pretty awesome at this game. Really awesome, in fact. Until a little while ago, when it turned out we weren't actually all that awesome. Turns out we were pretty fucking unawesome all along.
Still baffled by what would conceivably cause such a crisis in awesomeness post-victory.
Well, for starters, have you scrolled up to the top of the timelines yet?
No.
Check that out. Maybe read a few recent memos. But other than that, it's not for you to concern yourself with. Just deal with getting through the quest. I'll catch up with you about it when you catch up with me on the timeline. Which just happens to be right now.
Say hi to me for myself.
Okay, I probably won't do that, but alright. What the hell are you doing over there anyway?
You mean future me?
Yeah, you're messing around with your chainsaw. While Tavros is sleeping on the floor. Oh, God. Fuck! What are you doing?!
What? What did I do?
Okay, everything's fine. I guess.
What happened?
I passed out for an hour. But fucking embarrassing. You're out of your goddamn mind, you know.
Shit hive maggots, you mean?
Yeah, in a good way, though. Okay, I'm shutting this memo down for my past self, since he's currently lying unconscious on the floor an hour ago. See you in the future now.
Till then.
Kanaya, scroll up.